Hello guys and welcome back to another mod reshowcase. Today I'll be reshowcasing the Frost mod. So it's basically this mod that adds in a brand new biome to the game. But I could not find the biome, so I'm just gonna showcase this in the plains biome. Yeah, sorry about that guys, I really apologize. So first up we have the wooden stuff here. Yeah. Pretty much it's the frostwood leaves, the frostwood log. Why is my screen shaking like that? The frostwood planks, frostwood stairs, frostwood slabs, and even a little mini crate thing. Let's see what it gives us. Ooh. That's sweet. Oh, I forgot to get rid of these. Next up, we go underground, which we can find the iced snow, the frozen stone, the frozen the frozen stone slab, the frozen stone stairs, the frozen stone bricks, the frozen you know shit, blah blah blah. And then there's the bread or loot crate that spawns naturally but rarely, and it's a bit better. Ooh, frozen cobblestone. And yes, there's a cobblestone variant of this, but I don't need to showcase it because, yeah, pretty too basic. And then there's the frozen ore, which is a brand new ore that spawns in the biome, which is called the Dead Tundra, by the way, if I did not mention that. Then we have the Arctic ore, which is a pretty valuable ore. And then we got the Replicator. So let's test out the Replicator. So, if I die, I'm going to spawn here. Right? But if I get the Replicator real fast. It's going to set my spawn point where it is. So this is incredibly useful if you want to stay in the Dead Tundra biome or in the... Well, it doesn't really work in the Nether. Or the End. Well... Yeah, I don't think it works in the Nether. But in the End, I think it does. I'm not so sure, to be honest. So how do we test this out to see if it works? I spawned right on top. It works just like the respawn anchor in the Nether, it really does. Next up we have the materials, which are pretty much, so we basically have frozen leather, frozen sticks, frozen ingots, ice gems, arctic crystal shards, and arctic crystals. Next up is the food, which, yeah, we're gonna test this out. We're gonna test out each of these foods. Oh my god, I'm really starving right now. I could really use something to eat. So let's see what these do. Alright. Okay, that hardly brings up anything. What about this? Oh my god, that's bad. What about this? The frozen beef. Okay, also bad. Okay, this is actually pretty good. This is actually good. This is actually really cool and useful. What about this? It gives you... it does nothing. What about the frostwood apple? Okay, it gives you speed for a bit. Not too shabby. So yeah, this is all incredibly useful. Next up is the frostbite tonic, which is basically that gives you a ton of buffs. Next up, we have the random ass weapons that are within this mod. So yeah, let's get out. This is the splash potion of withering frost, the staff of frost, the ancient necromancy stuff, and the icicle staff. Let's test these out. So first up, we're gonna test out this, the withering frost splash potion. So let's get a husk and then throw. So once you throw this, I missed horribly. There we go. So it gives the husk a bit of withering for a bit, for around, it lasts a total of 15 seconds. This is kind of useless, to be honest. I mean, it's easy to miss with this. And it's not that powerful. It hardly even gives off withering. I mean, it hardly does anything. Okay, come on. One more has to do the trick. One more just has to do the trick. Come on. Just die already. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna kill you with my fist because... Get this out of my face. Next up is the Staff of Frost, which is basically a ranged weapon that you can craft. It's so totally worth it. It also gives your enemies slowness for a bit. So yeah, this is pretty useful, but it's also easy to miss because you saw what that husk did there. He moved around a bit. So yeah, it's pretty easy to miss with this. But if you do manage to hit your targets with this, you're lucky, I guess. I'm not sure. Okay, this weapon's also pretty dank. Because it's the ancient necromancy staff. So it basically summons in a necromancy stray. Exterminate, I said. Exterminate. So yeah, there's pretty much dialogue. This person will fight for me until he's dead. So yeah, I think he has a total of 30 HP. Not too bad. But of course, everything does have a limit. He cannot live forever. But damn that bone. Okay, now this husk should kill you. Holy shit, how powerful are you? Okay. That was okay, I guess. Next up, we have the icicle staff. Okay, cool. This is gonna be fun. Oh my god! So yeah, basically summons an icicle in the air, but I did not manage to see it right. So yeah, and then it basically drops down, and then an explosion occurs once it does. Luckily, it does not destroy any blocks. Thank God. This weapon's extremely useful. I think I'm gonna keep it. Then with this and this. These two are pretty awesome. They're pretty useful and awesome. You know what? I'm gonna keep them. And you know what? I'm gonna eat them because it's fucking delicious. Next up is the useless stuff, which basically you can just wear these. That's it. That's all they do. They don't really do anything. They just look okay on you, I guess. That's it. Next up is the frozen gear, which it's basically like just as good as iron, but okay, now this works similarly to netherite. Basically, you like, I don't know how you make this actually. I've not looked at the crafting recipes, but I'm sure you can find it. So yeah, basically netherite. It's basically like netherite on, but instead of with diamonds, it's on iron. But instead of those two materials, I think it's ancient stuff on frozen stuff. I don't know. Okay, now this is what we want. Arctic set. The Arctic set. Let's see how I look on this. Oh yeah, that's pretty awesome. And it's basically better than netherite. It sort of does 9 attack damage. It's pretty awesome. It's about to be nighttime soon. Now it's time for the mobs. So first up, we'll get the nicer mobs. So yeah, first up we have the ice cow, which is just a cow made of ice. Yeah, that's weird. Wow. Let me eat this. I'm an idiot. Okay, next up we have the Tundra Adventurer, which is basically like, okay, he has some ice cows. That's interesting. Then and you can also trade with this dude, but yeah, his trades are okay. His trades are a bit reasonable. They're reasonable. Anyone can do that, I think. And it's reasonable. Very reasonable. Okay, next up to test this out, I'm gonna need also I think he does fight hostile mobs, does he? Yeah, he does, I think. Because well, he's an adventurer, he fights back too. Yeah, but of course, he isn't always the winner. That's pretty interesting. Holy shit, you're okay at combat, but not okay enough for me. Lol. I gave myself night vision because why the fuck not? So basically next up is a frozen crystal turret, which is basically a mob that you can craft, I suppose. So it's basically this little turret thingy, and it's nice. Yeah, but it's not too strong, but it's not too shabby either. It has a total of 100 HP. And holy shit. He's not really too strong himself. So, okay. I guess. Hooray me for doing it. I guess I'm good. Okay. Enough fooling around now. It's time for the hostile mob. So first up, we have the Tundra Bandit, which is basically just your average bandit, which can spawn with different gear. This time, that type of gear. Of course, you can spawn with the modded gear too, even from other mods. So yeah, watch out for that. And next up, we have the Frost Mage, which is basically a... He also drops the Staff of Frost. Holy shit. And then we have the Frozen Zombie, which is basically just like a zombie. Except, oh yeah, he doesn't. Okay. What about the Frostbite Spider? Okay, he gives you slowness, and he drops the Frostbite Spider Eye, which is okay. And then we finally have the Frozen Undead Miner, which is an interesting mob that seems to not do anything. Now it's time for the mini-boss of the mod, which, basically, there's a rare chance you find this block randomly in the dead tundra. So let me explain what it does. So basically, you can break it. And once you do, I have summoned a mini-boss. So so we have the Necromancer of the Arctic, which is a mini-boss from the Frost mod. 250 health! Holy shit, he's kicking my ass now. Shit. Eat one! Attack for me! So, yeah. Holy shit. Oh! That did most of the work for me, lol. So, yeah. Okay, so this is not too easy. So of course he's a bit challenging, but not like too hard. Yeah, that's not too bad, I guess. Yeah, I guess I can finish him off now with ease, since all he can do is summon in next is Arctic Strays, I think that's what they're called, and hit and smack you with that sword of his. Okay, so he's almost dead now. I'm gonna finish him off. That was just awesome! Okay, now I'm gonna finish off his minions. Yeah, he was pretty easy. But that's not too bad. Because most of the other mini-bosses or bosses that I faced before in the other re-showcases were so fucking strong. And finally, we have a mini-boss that feels like an actual mini-boss. So yeah, let's pick up his stuff and we'll showcase it. Alright. So here's what he drops. So he drops a frozen ingot, a frozen potato, 5 Arctic crystal shards, and of course he drops some. There's a chance he can drop a staff of frost, even though you will probably most likely have one. I don't know why that disappears. I guess it's a bit different. I don't know. Then the ancient Necromancer staff. Basically, pretty cool, you know. Yeah, I'd say so myself. And then we have the Pendant of the Arctic, which is basically a necklace they can wear as a reward, I guess. And then we have the Necromancer of the Arctic's head, which is basically a trophy for killing the boss. The mini-boss, sorry. And yeah, that is it. Right there. And then we have the Wrath of the Ancients, which this weapon's pretty much worth it. Basically, this weapon is so powerful, it can probably match up against the all-powerful mutants. That's right, guys. The powerful 4 mutants, which are so freaking powerful. So let's get a Ravager to test this bad boy out. So, and, yeah. So, yeah, it does a total of 12 attack damage, and, of course, my, loyal minions defending me. Yeah, I'll let him, okay. Yeah, this does 12 attack damage. Not too bad, right? Well, what if I told you that it has an ability that makes it so powerful? Bruh, Dummin, what was that? Summon Ravager. Okay, here. You feel power suddenly surge throughout your body. So basically, with this, you're now basically God. So yeah. That's it for today's mod reshowcase. Bye!